Hi, welcome back. Today is our author series with Elisa James, Permission to Flourish, Stop Beating Yourself Up. Today, we are continuing with chapter 15 on our beautiful book, Permission to Flourish. This is an anthology with about 15 authors who were involved in this project, and every single author helps people feel better about their lives and become more successful. So my author today, her name is Frances Prowse, and she's the founder of Purpose and Connection Driven Project, and she offers two different programs. One is a personal development program for developing self-awareness, and so you can navigate the challenges in your life and find your true purpose. And the other one is a group coaching program, which teaches course providers to implement small but dynamic learning groups into their programs. So please welcome to the show today, Frances Prowse. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming today and joining us for these interviews. It's been a really great process. So I hope you've enjoyed it as you go too.
I'm sorry, I just had a bit of interruption. What was that?
I said, I hope you've really enjoyed the process as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I certainly have.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with the project. How did you get involved as an author?
Yes, thank you, Elisa. Well, over a span of 2 decades, I worked with not-for-profit organisations in coordinating and delivering holistic healthcare and counselling services to our local and outreach communities. But most importantly, during that same time, I found myself seeking resolve for personal challenges within my marriage and family life. This was prior to, so that those challenges involved domestic violence, and it was prior to the Parliament passing the amendment for coercive control within a relationship. So coercive control in current and former intimate partner relationships where an adult engages in a course of conduct of abusive behaviour that is intended to coerce or control other people. So that was very important, but that act came into place in 2022, and I left my marriage in 2015. So so during this time of seeking understanding and acknowledging of the challenges I was facing, I had to reach further afield in my local community for two reasons, really. To gain information and support and assistance during this challenging time, but it felt more anonymous for me to be able to do it that way. So I went online and sought, personal development programs. But co-authoring Permission to Flourish was an opportunity to offer both my personal and professional experience and knowledge to those who may find themselves facing interpersonally challenging times or situations. And sharing my journey, it felt important. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, look, it absolutely is. Personal growth is everything, all of us. And there's so many people that have been through massive challenges and setbacks in their life, including breakup and divorce. And for some people, that can be really, really painful because of the situation. And for others, maybe it's a conscious uncoupling. But I don't think that happens on many levels. Conscious uncoupling. I think for most of us, it's like a huge explosion, which leaves you sort of questioning everything, life, the universe and everything. Where have I been? Where am I going? What's my purpose in life? And how can I move forward with a better way, a better mindset? Yeah.
Yes, Lisa. And for me, it was a gradual, it was an environment that I had not experienced as a child. In fact, my parents used to take their verbal disagreements to their room to discuss, That's how far from violence I had been. So, and the man I married, at the beginning certainly wasn't violent, but it was very gradual, the process for us. So, I ended up finding myself in an environment that was, totally unfamiliar and struggling to to find my way. Yeah, for
Yeah.
myself and my children. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course. And we all go through those sorts of things. So it's really
Yeah.
great that we've got people to help us along the way, because it can be a lonely experience. Sometimes we don't know where to turn for help.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So with this collaboration of the book, there's so many authors involved in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Are there 15, I believe, with all of us. It's quite amazing. If you imagine if you were living with 15 people who would clean up the coffee cups and who would take out the garbage. So collaboration in anything, in any form, can be a bit difficult because everybody's so different. So how did you navigate those differences in maybe your perspectives and writing style? How did that turn out for you?
Well, I've got to say that being invited to partake in this collaboration was a gift, because collectives have long been a personal passion of mine, and I find they're a process that I prefer for achieving anything important. My process included attending meetings that offered focus and guidance that they were provided. This was important to give the task, given the task of succinct writing that held such personal meaning for me. It allowed me to accomplish stop. I'll just cut there. Yes. Okay, we're ready.
And
One,
there's
two,
banging in the background. Can you ask somebody to stop banging?
sure.
Yeah. Can you hear all that? It's not you, is
Yeah.
it?
No,
It's
there's no. Is it now?
in
Okay.
in your house, there's
Yep.
banging in the background somewhere, like shuffling of furniture or something.
All right. Can you still hear
Or
that?
maybe it's your chair. Is your chair really noisy?
No, nothing's moving here. Oh, there was my foot tapping before.
Oh, okay. It was very loud. It sounded like somebody was moving furniture behind you.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
that might have been my daughter. Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's,
okay.
yeah.
No worries. So pick it up from where you were.
Okay. This collaboration allowed me companionship of others with shared interests along the way of what felt personal and vulnerable at times. Together, we focused and could see the bigger picture and purpose to sharing our stories.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Well, I thought the collaboration went really, really well too, especially those calls with Dorothy. It really helped clear up everything
Yeah.
that we needed to know and learn how to expect what was coming next. And the writing guidance was very useful as well, I found.
Mhm.
Now, can you share some of the tips? What have we got here? Can you offer some guidance around the role of self-compassion in developing resilience and emotional well-being? So how
Mhm.
does self-compassion fit into resilience and emotional
Mhm.
well-being for you?
Look, self-compassion was very important. I remember it was the first thing that I was able to begin to lift the lid on the suppressed emotion and uh, thought, constrictive thoughts and thought patterning that was leading me to confusion, isolation, and in my inability to respond to the challenge. And within my story, I share how we can locate and utilize this compassion to find greater clarity, connection, and purpose that can reconnect us to what's important and our next step.
Yeah. And I realized I've just missed one of the questions, which is very important for the readers. Are there practical tips or exercises included in your chapter?
Yeah, there are. Um, Suppressed emotions, conflicted beliefs, and limited thought patterns that cause emotional and cognitive distress can lead us to delete, distort, and diminish important information in discerning situations and the necessary responses we can take. So in discerning, so we need this information in discerning our next step. Acknowledging these emotions and limiting thoughts patterns, and allowing our body to release, the suppressed emotions, is vital. I found vital, and in my experience working with others in local and international community one-on-one, learning and but we need to learn and practice how to release these contracted ways of being. It helps reduce the impact that they have on our ability to respond to life from greater clarity and connection. I found mindfulness and certain meditations that allowed me to develop our ability to rest from attachment to the thought processes was critical. Mindfulness helps us relax from and rest from our busy minds, and we gain a spaciousness and clarity. So it really helped. Short bouts of mindfulness, or somatic mindfulness in particularly, is a wonderful first step in beginning to develop self-awareness and the mental space required. But the challenge that I was facing in that situation where I was, I was living under a lot of stress, I found that to prioritize even these short bouts of mindfulness was difficult and challenging, and particularly in the lives of those who are facing challenging times. I
Yeah.
found it valuable, when beginning mindfulness meditation or developing specific skills to assist me in the challenge, to find programs that had small learning groups for support, where participants come together in shared intention and purpose. This was most important first step for me. I chose an online program as it allowed me that a broad range of assistance and tools, and and as I mentioned earlier, I was somewhat anonymous there, which helped me, because at that time I was full of I'd isolated myself basically, and had feelings of shame and low self-esteem.
Yeah.
It was just a lot easier for me, and more accessible as well. I had children, so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So in this whole journey of writing the book, what was the most rewarding part for you? What did you find? Yeah. What, was it lovely seeing the whole conceptualization from zero to something tangible in your hand?
Yeah, Liz. So that was definitely, to be creative and productive brings a lot of joy to me. But for me, I think the biggest sense of achievement I got was from working collaboratively within a group. It's not something I could have done on my own. So working collaboratively, just helped me get across the line, and that was really special. And when we come together to in shared intention and purpose, something magical happens. There's the purpose starts to evolve and becomes far more than what we anticipated, and that in itself is quite exciting. And I love living on that edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. And finally, do you have one piece of advice for our readers of this book around finding their own journey to self-compassion, to flourish more instead of beating themselves up? What would your one piece of gold that you want to leave behind be?
I would say that if you're facing challenges, that if you come across an opportunity to work collectively in your healing process, I feel that there is so many benefits to that. You're drawn into healing within relationship with other people, and and also to get the routine of it, because when we're facing challenge, it's very hard to prioritize what we need most. In fact, our body, our body resists it. So to be in that routine, to have a routine group to attend and work together in a program or in developing skills to develop your self-awareness and personal growth.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's all really great advice for all of our readers. So if you are wanting some extra help in life, this book it's like chicken soup for the soul. It's got so many great stories of transformation, resilience, courage, and it will really help you. All these beautiful people are involved in the process. It will really help you get out of your stuckness and help you move forward in a better way. So thank you so much to Frances today for joining me, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video series. See you then.
Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa.
Bye.
Okay, bye.